If Frostpunk crushed your soul in the best way possible, you're not alone. Harsh choices, desperate survival, and cities on the edge of collapse. These next 8 games deliver the same brutal challenge. Whether it's nuclear fallout, endless storms, or moral gray zones, you're about to feel the pressure all over again. Let's dive into 8 unforgiving strategy games that fans of Frostpunk need to play. Besides Frostpunk 2, of course. Number 8. Civilization 6. Look, Civilization 7 might be the shiny new toy in the strategy box, but let's not pretend Civ 6 didn't already perfect the formula. It's like trading in your battle-hardened warlord for a fresh-faced intern who just discovered diplomacy. Cute, but risky. In Civilization 6, every decision feels massive. Do you rush science, build a religion out of thin air, or invade Gandhi before he goes nuclear again? You're constantly walking the line between being a visionary leader or a total maniac with too many catapults. And unlike Civilization 7, Civilization 6 lets you drown coastal cities with climate change before pretending you care about the environment. That's real strategy. That's real chaos. That's Frostpunk's spirit. So, yes, Civilization 7 exists, but Civilization 6 is where the real madness lives on. Don't fix what lets you burn the world better. Number 7. IXION. Imagine Frostpunk, but instead of freezing to death on Earth, you're freezing to death in the vast, unforgiving void of space. Welcome to IXION, where you're the administrator of the Tikkun, a space station with a name that sounds like a typo, but is actually humanity's last hope. Your mission: find a new home for humanity after Earth has been, well, let's just say, accidentally destroyed during a test run of your shiny new Vohali engine. Oops. Now, you're drifting through the cosmos, managing resources, keeping your crew alive, and trying not to let the hull integrity drop to 0. Because nothing says bad day at the office like your space station imploding. In IXION, every decision counts. Do you allocate resources to repair the hull or to feed your starving crew? Do you explore that mysterious planet or play it safe? And why does every choice feel like it's leading to another disaster? It's like playing 4D chess with a blindfold on, while the board is on fire. But hey, at least you're not dealing with Frostpunk's endless blizzards. Instead, you get to enjoy the soothing sounds of space, like the gentle hum of your station's systems failing and the occasional scream of a crew member being sucked into the void. Number 6. Against the Storm. If Frostpunk is about freezing to death with dignity, Against the Storm is about drowning in rain while trying to keep a lizard chef and a beaver carpenter from quitting over soggy housing. You play as the Queen's Viceroy, sent to build settlements in a world where it never stops raining. Your goal? Gather resources, keep your diverse citizens happy, and complete objectives before the Queen's impatience reaches critical levels. Each run is a roguelite adventure, with procedurally generated maps, random building blueprints, and a rotating cast of species: humans, beavers, lizards, harpies, and foxes, each with their own needs and specialties. It's like managing a fantasy version of a dysfunctional family reunion. The game keeps you on your toes with ever-changing conditions and challenges. One moment you're brewing ale to boost morale, the next you're sacrificing resources to appease a mysterious forest spirit. It's a delicate balance of strategy, adaptation, and occasionally, sheer luck. Number 5. This War of Mine. Frostpunk's depressed little brother. If Frostpunk made you feel guilty about letting people freeze, this War of Mine will make you question your entire moral compass and then slap you with a hunger debuff. You don't play as a soldier. You're not the hero. You're a bunch of regular civilians just trying to survive in a war-torn city. No superpowers, no grand speeches, just cold nights, empty cupboards, and the occasional life-or-death decision involving a can of soup. Will you steal medicine from an old couple to save your friend, trade cigarettes for bullets, or send your only capable scavenger into a sniper-infested neighborhood for a half-eaten box of cereal? Every decision hurts. Every outcome feels like losing. There are no victories here, just slightly slower descents into despair. And if that doesn't scream Frostpunk energy, I don't know what does. Number 4. Surviving the Aftermath. Welcome to Surviving the Aftermath, where the world has ended. But that's not your biggest problem. Nope, your real nightmare is managing 30 grumpy survivors who somehow still expect electricity and clean water while standing in a nuclear wasteland. You'll be building a colony from literal ashes, dodging meteor storms, toxic rains, and the occasional bear that wandered into your food storage. Your people will complain, starve, get irradiated, and die. Sometimes all in one day. But hey, at least you can research solar panels while doing it. The game throws random catastrophes at you like it's spinning a wheel of misfortune. Plague? Yup. Raiders? Sure. Mutated rats eating your corn? Why not? And just like Frostpunk, you'll make tough calls like whether to save a sick child or let them free up housing space. It's brutal. It's unpredictable. It's basically a doomsday HOA simulator. And somehow, it's fun. Number 3. Surviving Mars. So you thought Frostpunk was hard? Try keeping people alive on Mars, where there's no air, no water, and your biggest enemy is poorly placed domes. Welcome to Surviving Mars, where the stakes are high and your colonists are dumb enough to die because you forgot to build a second oxygen pipe. In this game, you're building humanity's future, assuming humanity can survive malfunctioning drones, mysterious alien artifacts, and the occasional colonist mental breakdown because you didn't install a gym. Seriously. The pressure's on to balance food, power, oxygen, and morale, all while playing Tetris with biodomes and praying a dust storm doesn't wipe out your solar grid. And much like Frostpunk, one bad decision can lead to slow, inevitable doom, just with more sand. Number 2. Banished. Welcome to Banished, the game where you start with 12 villagers, a cart full of potatoes, and the crushing weight of responsibility. There's no steampunk generator, no laws to pass. Just you, nature, and the ever-present threat of freezing, starving, or accidentally killing off your entire population because you forgot to assign a firewood guy. In Banished, everything is fragile. Build too fast? Starvation? Expand too slow? Population collapse? No coats for winter? Good luck watching half your town drop dead before the herbalist's hut is even finished. Every villager has a name, a job, and a destiny, usually to die in their 30s because you didn't build enough houses or mismanage the cow pasture. And don't expect any mercy. There's no tech tree, no skill upgrades, just your cold medieval mistakes echoing through the ages. It's basically Frostpunk, but if you stripped out the drama and left you alone in the woods with a spreadsheet and a death wish. And we love it. Number 1. Rimworld. If Frostpunk is a bleak survival story about sacrifice and leadership, Rimworld is what happens when that story gets rewritten by a drunk dungeon master and a sadistic AI storyteller. You crash land on a random planet with 3 half-naked colonists. One's a pyromaniac, one has a drug addiction, and the third just hates everyone. Sounds promising, right? You have to survive raids, diseases, killer squirrels, food poisoning, and surprise fires, all at the same time. You'll make terrible decisions, like harvesting your best friend's organs to save a stranger, or turning prisoners into soup because your crops failed, or watching your entire colony spiral into madness because someone butchered the pet cat. And just like Frostpunk, the question isn't if things will go wrong, it's how hilariously devastating it'll be this time. Rimworld doesn't just let you make moral choices, it dares you to justify them. It's raw, it's ridiculous, it's completely unpredictable, and it's the only game where a squirrel, a fire, and a bad breakup can wipe out a civilization. Number 1 for a reason. Surviving the cold was just the beginning. Whether it's nuclear fallout, Martian dust storms, or colonist breakdowns over raw potatoes, These games prove that suffering is strangely addictive. If you're into brutal strategy, tough choices, and games that judge your every move, smash that like button, subscribe for more twisted survival picks, and drop a comment below. Which of these games wrecked your sanity the most? And hey, if you want a part 2 with even more underrated survival gems, you know what to do.